morning. On today's show, we'll kick off your weekend with the best events happening in and around the Old Pueblo.
Plus, if you've been looking for the perfect plants to spruce up your space, there's an event coming that includes over 250 different types.
And entertainment reporter Jim Ferguson brings the star power today. He interviews actors Simon Pegg and the legendary Ben Kingsley. I'm Alex Steiniger.
And I'm Maria Parmigiani. The Morning Blend starts right now.
It's a great day, so make it everything you want it to be. It's yours and it's mine. It's a great day to shine.
We'd like to introduce you to this week's Ben's Bells recipient.
Meet Lee Fisher and Grayson Wadstock, students at Tucson High School, and this week's Ben's Bellies. They were nominated by Nancy and Carl Jones after coming to Carl's aid. Carl had wandered from home and fallen in the street. After Lee and Grayson saw Carl lying in the street, they immediately stopped and called 911. Their kindness continued when they visited Carl at the hospital, rehab center, and at his home. Their efforts reinforce the Ben's Bells slogan, "Be kind."
Absolutely.
Nice.
You can read more about this Ben's Bells recipient in Tuesday's Arizona Daily Star.
The fall can be challenging, and as always, we've got you covered with the tips and tricks to keep everyone and your family healthy and happy. Here's Maria with more.
Fall has arrived, and lifestyle extraordinaire Amy Goodman has some tips, tricks, and must-have advice to make the busy time of year just a little bit easier. Welcome, Amy.
Yes, thank you so much for having me.
So we're talking about fruits and veggies and our kids just not wanting to eat them. So how do we get them to eat them?
Well, now, thank goodness that back to school is a little bit under our belt and fall is in full swing. Moms are more time constrained than ever, and kids are picky, as you say. Pillsbury actually did do a survey that discovered that 1 in 4 moms has only 30 minutes to get dinner ready, and that is not a lot of time to prepare dinner on the table. And so I do have some tricks and ideas to make that happen in a way that makes kids happy at the same time. So we're going to start with Pillsbury refrigerated doughs. They're really versatile for time-constrained families, and there's just so much that you can do with them. Beginning with the biscuit refrigerated dough, we're going to make the Grand's mini chicken pot pies. Not only are they absolutely adorable, they are delicious at the same time. You take the refrigerated dough, the biscuit dough, you place it into your baking pan, you smooth it out, you fill it with a filling of a cream chicken soup and diced chicken, perhaps left over from the night before, and you pop it into the oven. It's about 350 degrees for 20 to 22 minutes, and you have a hot, delicious meal that your family will absolutely devour. It will wow them. What wows me is the ease of preparation of this, and because your kids can actually help you make this. My daughter's 8, my son is 4. They like to get involved. When you get your kids involved in cooking in the kitchen, they take pride and ownership in what they're about to eat. So that's one good tip to getting them to eat their veggies and participating. More ideas on this at Pillsbury.com. But speaking specifically to vegetables, not always do they have a seat at the dinner table, unfortunately, as discovered by an annual survey conducted by Green Giant Frozen Foods. And what happened was about more than a third of the parents surveyed says that they just ignore or intentionally cut out vegetables at the end of a time-crunched day. Interestingly enough, they know better because those same parents, 83% of them, say that dinner is not complete unless you serve a vegetable. But an average of 2 times a week, they aren't serving vegetables as part of their dinner preparation. So it doesn't have to be hard. It doesn't even really need to be difficult to get this job done because there are a lot of different frozen vegetable options out there, including these by Green Giant steamers. Now, these come in these wonderful packages with the sauce and the veggies all included. You put this in the microwave, you steam them up between 5 to 8 minutes, and it's a complete vegetable. It's all ready to be consumed. Again, as I said, the delicious sauces are already included. But you can also be creative in making go-to meals for the week by combining it with other things. So for example, you can take a standard pasta dinner, which is very popular for most. So you have your pasta and your sauce out of a jar, which is my case anyway, and then you can add to that their market blend veggies, a bit of fresh grated cheese, maybe some herbs, some fresh spices, and then you've transformed a classic regular pasta dinner into a spaghetti veggie bolognese. There are even more great dinner ideas at greengiant.com/easy meals.
Well, I'm getting hungry already. I don't know about you, but I think it's too early to eat lunch. But all of that looks so delicious. Do you have any other tips for us busy parents?
Well, absolutely. As you know, we approach the holiday season. It is just around the corner. I love things that are kind of grab and go ideas. You know, kids are rushing off to their sporting activities. They're going off to piano, and then they have their piano recitals and ballet and what have you. Grab and go food ideas are really, really great. So there's a wonderful honey roasted corn chicken quesadilla idea that's on greengiant.com. So you can cut up the quesadillas, the kids can grab them, and something nutritious with veggies in it. So great, more ideas for you.
Amy, thank you so much for these delicious tips.
Thank you.
Stay where you are. The Morning Blend will be right back.